Hi, welcome back to CS170. I just want to do a quick video to pick up on a couple of questions people have asked me about. So again, just to clarify on past points, really just showing some examples, helping with debugging, how we look at numbers, strings, and whatnot. So the first thing I want to show, there was a quiz question that, if you can see here, we defined these two numbers here, right? You can see their numbers, they assigned them X and Y, and they're 12 and 9, right? Now, we declared this one, and we did initialize here, um, and you said, what's the result? What will Z be, right? And I put an alert here. And this is pretty straightforward. Because we initialized them as numbers, then these will be numbers, right? But this is where the trick kind of comes in. You see these double quotes here. So this is a string. It's not the number 88. Similar to like the other example I talked about where we did the concatenation, right? So this is the tricky part. So please pay attention on things like this. It really muddies the waters when you're doing the working with numbers and strings together, right? So in practice, I would discourage doing stuff like this, but this was a problem that was put out there just to kind of re-emphasize the point about numbers versus strings and how it can be tricky. So you need to pay attention here. So these double quotes here, let me run this, and you see what happened, right? So basically we calculated the 9 here, right? 12 divided by 2, 9 divided by 3, and you you put these together, and this is essentially taking this 9 that we calculated and concatenating the 88, which is a string, okay? So this is like a general class of like basic concatenation or mixing the numbers together. So just try to understand this concept. If you have questions about it, make sure you let me know. But hopefully this kind of lays out the problem for you in terms of mixing numbers and strings. All right. Now, the next thing I wanted to show in this video, I basically pulled one of our students, some of the work that they've been doing for assignment 7. Okay, and I did some debugging on it. So I want to kind of show you what I did to get to the debugging, and at the same time point out some issues here. Okay, so first of all, um, basically when it was brought to me, basically none of these were working. And the reason why none of these were working is, if you look at the process button here, and I took out a lot of code already, but basically it wasn't calculating, right? And really, once you hit that point, you need to do like what I just did here, right? You put these alert boxes, and you see what goes into it, right? You have the car price, and you have the rental box, right? These are the only two things. So if it's not coming to here, if it's not assigning, because that's what this car price dot value is, if it's not going there, obviously there has to be something wrong with one of these. So that's why I put this alert here to kind of track down what it was. And then I can also figure out that actually this car price is being assigned up here. Okay, so I also put the alert up here. So I set car price value here. I only did for one of the radio box, so I just have to remember I'll hit against that, right? And basically I found the issue, right? I already changed the code already, but really what was the problem was basically referring to the car price as a variable, right? Just car price itself. And in fact, up here, they kind of initialized the variable car price, which I took out, okay? You can't do that. You can't assign a variable car price and then also have this ID car price dot value. It just confuses the heck out of everything, right? So I took out the variable, and you have car price dot value, which matches up to this text box here. Okay, so remember, car price dot value is what we're working with here. So if I run this, so I put in 10 days, and I made it so that on the click for intermediate, right, you see intermediate, and then the car price dot value, that's my alert here, which would be 70. I click on it, and now it shows 70. It wasn't showing 70 before because of that issue. So now I have it right. Car price dot value equals to 70. Okay, and it goes down to here. All right, now this is where you might want to reconsider things, because I don't think you want to populate all of this until you get to process. So by using this variable up here, you can see what happened. The 70 popped into here, right? And then when I come further down to here to hit on the process, I'm going to process this. So now I'm going to hit process, and you can see the car price dot value and the rental box value. And that's how you got to 700 as here. So this works now. And then basically you just have to sort out all these other additional items here. But hopefully people can kind of see a little bit of what we did here. So you did whatever you did with the radio buttons. In this case, you're talking about the type here. And within the on-click event, you put all the values together with this process button, right? And it should come out into these read-only text boxes at the bottom, okay? That's not the only way to do it. You know, some people, and I think the person who put this assignment together actually wanted to use the if-else statements instead of just having it on each click to assign the value. But it can be done this way, right? So I'm just following along with the example that's been given to me, right? But try to follow that flow, and if you get stuck with it not appearing here, really the best way to debug it is to do these alert boxes all the way through to the beginning and see what got broken. Okay, so I hope this helps you in terms of sorting out this assignment 7. Okay, thank you.